I am Safia, your science teacher. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. So already we have the basic of this. Let us recall the lesson which you have learned in 6th class. The lesson name is light, shadows and images. In 6th class, you have learned how light is important for us. Without light, we can't see any object. Even though if the objects are present, but in the absence of light, all those will be invisible. That means light plays an important role in the formation of image, to see any object or to find or the formation of a shadow. So in every case, light is important. We know that how we are able to see the object when the light falls on the object. Light falls on the object, all the light rays will be falling on the object, and from this object, light rays will be reflecting to our eyes. Because of this reflections only we are able to see this object. So today in this class, in the 7th class, we are going to learn the importance of light, that is reflection of light. How reflection of light is important, that you are going to learn in this chapter, and as well as you are going to learn some of the important laws of reflection of light. So let us see what are the laws of reflection. First of all, as we know, reflection is very important. Light is important and the reflection of light is important. For example, if I have an object in front of me, that what happens, light rays will be falling on that object. And from that object, light rays will be reaching my eyes, and as a result, I am able to see the object. For example, if the object is behind me, then what happens, light rays will be falling on the object. From object, light rays will be emitting out, but the problem is that those are not falling on my eyes. So as they are not reflecting on my eyes, I can't see the object which is behind us. We can see the objects when they are in front of us, and when the light rays falling on those, and the light rays are coming out of the object. That means here reflection is very important. In day-to-day life, we can find different types reflection on different surfaces. Like you can see reflection on the ground. Sunlight will be falling on the ground, from there it is reflecting above, okay, on the surface. As it is falling on the surface, from there light is getting reflected. It is falling on the different objects, and from that objects light is coming and hitting our eyes, and as a result we are able to see the objects. In our day-to-day life, we find different types of reflection, reflection on different surfaces, like on the walls, on the ground, on any object, on the walls, and etc. So even in the mirror also, we have all the light rays falling on the object, that is us, and then the rays are reaching the mirror, from mirror to our eyes. That means here also reflection of light is playing an important role. So to know this, to know how reflection of light is important to see our image in the mirror, we have to do an activity. Take a mirror and torchlight. Okay, you are the object, torchlight and a mirror. Source of light we are going to use here. So what did you make? Go into a room which is very dark. If any ventilators or windows are there, close all those and make that room dark. And what you do? Just you have to focus the light on the mirror. Focus the light on the mirror, and you observe whether your image will be seen in the mirror or not. So in this case, you will observe that your image will be seen, but it is not clear. There will be a blurry image. Image will be blurred. You can't see your features properly. Okay, that means the image is blurred when you are focusing the light on the mirror. Now, in the second case, you have to focus the light on yourself. Take the torchlight and focus it on yourself. What happens here? You can see your image. You can see your clear image. So your features, all the features, face features like your eyes, your nose, your lips, everything you can see clearly, because light is falling on you, and from there the rays are going to the mirror, they are reaching the mirror, and from the mirror they are coming and hitting your eyes. So here also for the formation of image, reflection of light is important. by this activity itself we can say that here if the reflection is falling on the object, if the light is falling on the object, then only reflection will take place properly and the image will be formed properly. If the light is not falling on the object, the image of the object will not be clear. So how this light is falling? Why this light? First these rays are hitting the, light is hitting the object and from here these rays are coming. What are these rays are called as? Let us see here. So to know what are these rays, we have an activity. First of all, take one mirror strip. Take one mirror strip and a black paper. Take a mirror strip and a black paper. Wrap the mirror strip in the black paper. You have to wrap this mirror strip in the black paper. And at the middle of it, you have to make a small slit. You have to cut a small slit, you have to make a slit like this in the paper. Okay, so mirror is having a small slit in the center. Now take one white paper, spread it on the ground. Okay, so what you have to do, for example, this is the paper I am spreading on the ground and this is the mirror strip which I have with a slit. It is completely covered with black paper, only a small slit is present here. From here only we can see the image, only this part of the mirror is visible for us and here is the sunlight. What you have to do, you have to see that this mirror, sunlight should be falling on this slit. Sunlight should fall on the slit. So, when the sunlight falls here, you will observe that a ray will be coming out from here. A ray will be coming out from here. That ray you can see on the paper. Students, actually I don't have a mirror strip here, so I am just think this duster as a mirror strip. Okay, we have wrapped it with the black paper. Assume it. So this is the end which is having a slit. So here is the slit. So what I have to do? Sunlight is coming from here. So here on this slit, sun ray should fall. So as the sun ray falls here, you will observe a ray will be coming out of this mirror and that ray will be seen on the paper which you kept on the ground. So what is this ray called as and what is this ray called as? Let us find out. To know these rays, we have to do one more activity. That is what here, by using same mirror strip, we have to do an activity and along with this mirror strip, we need to take one more mirror strip. Students, as I said, we need two mirrors. One mirror is this one which is covered with the black paper and the other mirror strip which is not covered. Okay, so take one paper, spread it on the ground and here the paper should be like half of the paper should be in the sunlight and half should be in the shade. Okay, now take one mirror that is what covered with the black paper, the mirror which is having the slit that I am going to put here. Keep in the manner that the sunlight should fall on the slit. Keep in the manner that the sunlight should fall on the slit. For example, here I kept in the sunlight, right? So here I am taking that mirror strip with the slit. So here is the slit. So I have to adjust the mirror in the way that sunlight should fall on the slit. And as I kept here, what happens here from here the light ray will be falling and a ray will be emerging out from this mirror slit, right? Now for example, it is going in that way. A ray is coming from this mirror slit and that can be seen on the paper. So now what you have to do, you have to take one more mirror strip which is not covered. Keep that second mirror strip in the way of the light ray. For example, light ray is coming from here, right? So what I have to do, you have to keep a mirror strip here, in between, here in the way of the light ray. So what happens here, as we are keeping here, again a light ray will be coming out from this mirror, from the second mirror. And you can see here, you can find two rays on the paper. One ray is coming from the mirror slit, okay, and the other is coming, it is reflecting on the second mirror. And as it is reflecting, you can see one more ray is coming out of that second mirror. So this is called as reflection. The ray which you are seeing here is nothing but the reflection of this ray. So the ray which is falling, now I am talking about only second mirror. The ray which is falling on the second mirror, which is falling from here, this is called as incident ray. The ray which is falling on the second mirror is called as incident ray. From here, as it is falling, one more ray is coming out from here, from the second mirror itself. This is called as reflected ray. So incident ray, the ray which is falling on the mirror is called as incident ray, and from there with the same angle one more ray will be coming out from that. That is called as reflected ray. So always whenever the incident ray falls, a reflected ray will be seen. That means incident ray is equals to reflected ray. So the angle of incidence will be equals to angle of reflection. So here let us understand what is angle of reflection and angle of incidence. So this is one of the law of reflection. What is the law of reflection here? Incident ray will be equals to reflected ray. Angle of incidence will be equals to angle of reflection. So let us find out how angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. For that you have to take a paper and draw one line segment AC. Okay, we have drawn a line segment AC and at the center draw a perpendicular line, point it as B. Point AC is a line segment and from that a particular line, a perpendicular line segment is drawn, that is as B. Now what you have to do? On this side of the normal, this is called as normal. This is called as normal. Okay, the angle of this will be 0 degrees. Right, what is the angle of this normal? It is 0 degrees. So as it is 0 degrees, it is called as normal. And now this side we have to draw two lines with different angles. And here we have to draw two lines with, here for example, if it is 30 degrees, here this also should be 30 degrees. If here it is 60, this also should be 60 degrees. That means this side and this side should be having same angles. Okay, you have to draw like this. And now use this mirror strip which is covered with a black paper and having a slit. Put this mirror strip vertically on the line segment AC. It should be kept at the normal. Okay, here vertically you are going to put like this. And you have to see that slit will be getting the sunlight. For example, you have to put like this. Okay, from normal you are going to put the mirror like this. So mirror slit is here, so light ray is falling here. So you have to observe where the reflected ray is falling. When you do this activity, then you will understand that a light ray will be coming from here, incident ray. And with the same angle, a ray will be reflected from the mirror, which is of same angle this side. That means incident ray is equals to reflected ray. So this is the activity which you can do at your home. It is very easy. You can use torchlight paper and mirror strip and you do this activity. I insist all of you to do this activity, that you can easily understand about this activity. The rule, incident ray is equals to reflected ray. So the angle between incident ray, so for example here is the right side. This is the incident ray. So the angle between this normal and the incident ray, the angle between the normal and the incident ray is called as angle of incidence. And the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is called as angle of reflection. From normal, okay, this is the normal line, its angle is 0 degrees. So whatever the angle here it may be of incident ray is called as angle of incidence. For example, if this is 30 degrees, if the angle of incidence is 30 degrees, then the angle of reflection will also be 30 degrees. So that means angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. And remember that normal, angle of incident ray and reflected ray will be in the same plane. For example, if you draw like this, see all are in the same plane. Here normal, incident ray, reflected ray. Or this is also a second rule which is of law of reflection. First is what here? Angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. And the second one is normal, incident ray, reflected ray will be lying in the same plane. So students, your worksheet is define reflection. What is meant by reflection? You have to write. Then what will be the angle of reflection when angle of incidence is 60 degrees? Just now I said if the angle of incidence is 30, then the angle of reflection will also be 30. So think and write what is angle of reflection if the angle of incidence is 60 degrees. And we have more interesting topics to learn in this lesson. So see the videos properly, go thoroughly through it and complete your worksheets. Thank you. Bye-bye.